The laughter in the barracks echoed like sharp glass. They called her the rookie, the misfit, and worse, the lost civilian. She stood there quietly, hands clasped behind her back, pretending the words didn't sting. But deep down, Ava Rowan was taking note. Every insult, every smirk, every name that thought she didn't belong. No one in the training division knew who she really was, and that was exactly how she wanted it. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're watching from. I love knowing who's listening. Ava had been assigned to Fort Tempest, one of the Navy's most demanding command training centers. Officially, she was listed as a late transfer recruit, a civilian specialist joining the basic leadership program. Unofficially, she was something else entirely. A decorated strategist, recently promoted to Rear Admiral, sent undercover to evaluate the base's crumbling discipline. She didn't wear her medals. She didn't carry her rank insignia. She just blended in, watching, listening, waiting, but her quiet composure made her a target. The squad's sergeant, Travis Holt, was known for breaking recruits with humiliation. He didn't like people who questioned him, and Ava's calm eyes unsettled him. "Think you're too good to sweat with the rest of us?" he barked during drills. "No, sir," Ava answered, steady but respectful. "Then move faster, Grandma." The others laughed. Ava didn't. She just kept running. That night, while the others slept, she stayed behind in the training yard, repeating the drills until her muscles burned. Every movement was precise, silent, efficient, the kind only years of command training could shape. But her restraint was wearing thin. She wasn't there to prove herself. She was there to expose the very arrogance she now faced. Still, she reminded herself of the mission's purpose. You can't fix a system you don't understand, and so she stayed quiet. For now, days turned into weeks. The recruits mocked her mistakes. The slow starts, the deliberate patience, the way she asked questions instead of barking orders. They mistook wisdom for weakness, calm for incompetence. Then came the evaluation drill, a full-scale combat simulation where every recruit was expected to coordinate under pressure. Sergeant Holt assigned Ava to logistics, the easy job. But when chaos erupted mid-drill, it was Ava who saw what no one else did: the enemy flank forming, the breakdown in communication, the danger to half the squad. Her instincts took over. "Alpha, shift to Delta positions." "Bravo, hold formation," she commanded, voice cutting through the panic like a blade. At first, no one listened. Then her orders started working. The tide turned, confusion cleared, and the simulation ended with a perfect score. The recruits stared at her, stunned. Holt's jaw tightened. "Who told you to take command?" He growled. Ava met his gaze. "No one," she said calmly. "But I don't wait for permission to save lives." The next morning, everything changed. Base Commander Reynolds himself arrived at the training field, a stern man rarely seen outside the upper decks. He carried a sealed folder, and the moment he opened it, the room fell into a stunned hush. "Attention on deck," he ordered. The recruits scrambled to their feet, unsure why. "Effective immediately," he continued, turning toward Ava. "Rear Admiral Ava Rowan assumes command of this evaluation unit." The silence that followed was almost painful. Holt's face went pale. The recruits' laughter died in their throats. "Admiral?" someone whispered. Ava removed her outer jacket, revealing the crisp white uniform beneath, the silver insignia gleaming faintly under the morning sun. "I told you," she said softly. "Never underestimate quiet leadership." For a long moment, no one spoke. Then, as the shock broke, the recruits slowly straightened their posture. Every pair of eyes turned toward her with a mix of awe and regret. Even Holt, the man who'd mocked her, stepped forward, his voice cracking. "Ma'am." "I didn't know." Ava's gaze softened. "Then you've learned your first real lesson about command, Sergeant. Respect isn't given by rank. It's earned by how you treat those who have none." The base stayed silent. Then, slowly, one by one, the recruits saluted. From that day on, everything at Fort Tempest changed. Training became sharper, Respect returned. And under Admiral Rowan's guidance, the recruits learned that the strongest leaders don't need to shout. They just need to stand firm when it matters. She never mentioned the insults again. She didn't have to. The memory of that day, of the quiet woman standing tall while the world judged her, stayed with every soldier who witnessed it. Because authority can be worn like a badge, but true leadership, it lives in the heart. Because humility doesn't hide weakness. It hides power waiting for the right moment to rise. And when it does, it changes everything. If this story inspired you, let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Whispered Words for more powerful cinematic tales of courage, discipline, and the strength hidden behind quiet faces. Because true power never needs to announce itself. It's recognized in silence.